Hello my quilting friends, my name is Leah Day and today we are stitching Spiral Chain. This is printed on our free motion quilting practice panel and it is really nicely spaced, so I am trying to stitch carefully on the line, get into my spiral, and then carefully stitching back out. Might need to speed up just a little bit to get a smoother line. I am very, very happy with this actually. So that spiral is stitched on about a 1/4 inch scale. Scale refers to the distance between the lines of stitching. And so that's going to be a little tighter than you probably want on a real quilt, but it's great practice. This is great practice for control, for space estimation. Space estimation is basically the ability to look at a space and stitch right through it. Kind of being able to aim for the middle. So like right here I spiraled all the way inside, and space estimation, if I didn't have the lines, it would be being able to look and follow and put my needle right through the middle of that space just simply by doing that visually. It's a skill that we have to grow and learn and practice when we are free motion quilting, whether we're free motion quilting on a frame or we have our machine stationary in a table. It takes a little bit of time and practice, but it is something that's very, very important whenever we start free motion quilting. So I've got one more here that is marked. So a very, very faint line, but still I can follow it. I'm a little wobbly because I haven't warmed up yet today, but that's okay. So now I'm going to show you how to stitch this design in a line on a real quilt with no marks. We're going to kind of fit it into the sashing area of my chain of beads quilt. So I'm here on my Quilting long arm and I am stitching into a very narrow 2-inch sashing space. And so when I stitched the outside of the spiral, the first line I come out and I bring that really close to the ditch. It's probably actually just a little bit too close, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then on this side, you can see I'm spaced out a good 1/4 inch away. This is exactly right because remember, we have to leave space for ourselves to get back out again. So I spiraled inside and now the effort is going to be to stitch right through the middle and not hop over that ditch and then form my next spiral shape. Let's see if I can do it. Slow and steady, but also smooth movement. Little bit of a wobble there, that's okay. I'm really pleased with that. Now let's swing into another one. Swing in, swing back out. That looks pretty good. Now the hard part is going to be trying to estimate and fit spirals evenly together. So I'm going to do slightly smaller one here, just a little bit smaller, so that way I have space to form a full one right here at the end. So there we go. I can definitely say Spiral Chain is one of those designs that, I think a freehand, an organic, we could say, creative bent to it is really what we're going for. Not aiming for perfection here. I'm really, really happy with how this turned out. So I figured I'd finish up here with just a few more spiral chains stitched freehand. And this is a little bit easier, as you can see. I'm spiraling inward and I'm just estimating my space. When I feel like I've come in far enough, I can stop, needle in the down position, and then I'm thinking about pivoting and stitching right through the middle of that space that I left. So I'm taking it from a 1/2 inch between those lines to a 1/4 inch. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's just estimating your space and aiming for a consistent distance. I'm pretty happy with that. And this time I'm going to swing out just a little bit more, kind of filling in that space just a little bit better. Now spiraling inward, again just trying to think about that 1/2 inch and then now trying to break that 1/2 inch right in half to create that 1/4 inch spacing. It's not perfect, but it's definitely the best I can do today. So that's it for this video. I hope you learned a lot and you're excited about giving this design a try. You can find this free motion quilting starter panel in our free motion quilting starter kit. Come and pick it up at leahday.com/FMQ start. Until next time, let's go quilt.